Joy Lab.
Hi, I'm Tonya. Freezer meals are all about having less stress and less mess at dinner time. Aside from my YouTube videos, I also have some free resources in the description below and also a link to my freezer meal masterclass. You should check it out. This is one of a 3-part video series for using your freezer to make delicious meals with grits. You may be thinking, grits? Grits is for breakfast. Why am I gonna? Well, yes, grits can be for breakfast, but grits is also a wonderful side dish to your dinners or even a complete lunch in itself. Let's get started. In this video, one of 3 videos on grits recipes for your freezer, I'm making baked cheese grits. This is such a popular recipe. Whenever I make it, people are intrigued. We don't serve grits very much here in Southern California, but it smells delicious with the cheesiness, and it just has this wonderful texture that keeps people coming back to have more of these baked cheese grits. The ingredients are salt, eggs, paprika, butter, some hot sauce, your favorite, or skip it altogether, some water, and your grits. The thing that makes it cheesy is Velveeta. I don't really know what Velveeta is. Why is this cheese product not need to be refrigerated? Doesn't matter. It is delicious. You have your protein with the cheese and the eggs. You have some seasoning with the paprika and the hot sauce. Grits in themselves are ground up corn, and they don't have much flavor, but they have tons of good nutrients, fiber, iron, and vitamin B complex. Add your seasonings, and you have a delicious side dish for dinner, or if you want to, you can eat it at breakfast or lunch. This recipe for baked cheese grits is for an 8x12 pan, and it takes 8 ounces of Velveeta. Velveeta only comes in 16-ounce size. That's the smallest I can get. I can't just buy 8 ounces of Velveeta. If I'm going to all the trouble to make baked cheese grits from scratch, then I might as well double the recipe. Since I have double the Velveeta, since I have no choice but to buy double the Velveeta, I'm going to double the recipe for you now. And that's the wonder of freezer meals. You have one to eat now and one to pop in the freezer so you can have delicious baked grits any time in the future. I'm doubling the recipe. I have my boiling water. It should be 3 cups. I have double that, 6 cups. 1 teaspoon of salt. Doubling that to 2 teaspoons of salt. I love having my salt in a big container like that. It's so much easier to scoop and serve. There's a link in the description below if you want your own containers for your salt and flour and sugar. The grits, 3/4 of a cup. Doubled. Now I need to simmer this until the grits are softened, about 5 minutes. I'll be back. I do have a little bit of prep work to do on the remaining ingredients. I'll work on that while my grits are simmering on the stove, getting all nice and thick and delicious. This is what Velveeta looks like. It's a very interesting type ingredient. We want it to melt into the hot grits. It's easier for things to melt if they have increased surface area. Science. So I'm going to cube the Velveeta. It's just fascinating. I'd love to see one of those how is it made videos for Velveeta. If you've seen one before, Share the link below. I'd love to see that. I must say, Velveeta smells delicious. And our eggs need to be beat just a little bit to break up those yolks. Doubling the recipe, so 4 eggs. Nope. Thought I saw a shell. All we're doing is, the grits are ready. Look, perfect timing. All we're doing is breaking up the yolk. Let me grab those grits. You can see how the grits have thickened a little bit. Ooh, that was a lump. And as they continue cooking, the water will continue to be absorbed. Now we're adding our cheese and butter, eggs, and Tabasco. Six tablespoons of butter, doubled. I should have cubed that too. Oh well. Oh well. It says Tabasco sauce. I have Frank's Red Hot. That's what I'm using instead of Tabasco. Ugh, that was probably too much. Oh, but it smells so good. Now I just need to stir until the butter and the cheese is melted and incorporated and the eggs are distributed through the entire grits mixture. It takes about 4 minutes. If it was dinner time, I would pour this in our pan and bake it in the oven. Serve it for dinner. Freezer meals, you don't want evening work. You don't want evening mess. You want to just pull something out of the refrigerator, pop it in the oven, and have your delicious dinner. I'm going to take one pan and put it in the freezer. And I'm also going to freeze some smaller portions of this baked cheese grits. Because what if it's just your teenager for dinner and they love the grits? Or what if it's just you and your husband for dinner and you just need grits for 2? I'll show you how to freeze both. Both pans need to be greased. The great thing about freezers meals is you can freeze the dinners in whatever size is convenient for you. If you have a giant family, you would freeze it in by a 9 by 13. This is probably good for 6 people. If you have 6, that's what you could freeze it as. If you perhaps are bringing dinner to somebody who had a new baby, and it's just the 2 of them with their new little precious darling, just one of these sections of baked cheese grits would be enough for the new parents. This pan is going straight into the freezer. Once it is frozen, I'll take out each of these bricks of cheese grits and put them in a Ziploc freezer baggie until we're ready to use them. This pan here is going to be wrapped and frozen. Always use heavy-duty aluminum foil. Extra wide makes it easier to have enough. And label it baked cheese grits. You're going to thaw overnight in the fridge. Then uncover, bake. Oh, I forgot the paprika. 350 for 40 minutes. This poor baked grits does not have paprika. This one will. Paprika is just barely for flavor, mostly for color. Baked cheese grits. Some for now, some for later. That's the magic of freezer meals. Check out all my other resources in the description below, including links to Amazon pages if you have things that you need to buy to do this recipe. Don't forget to watch the other two of the grits recipes in this video series. I'm Tonya. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's hot. Too hot. Too delicious.
Joy Lab. Learning done right. Learn more with Joy Lab. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Visit us at www.joylab.biz. Thank you.